Right now at noon, we are tracking severe weather in our area today and tomorrow. The first warned weather team keeping us prepared. Plus, new video of a house fire in Rock County, the latest on how firefighters put it out this morning. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us on a very busy Monday afternoon. I'm Josh Spreiter. We begin with first warned weather this afternoon because we have alert days in the forecast today and tomorrow. Our team is tracking the chance for severe storms across southern Wisconsin. Well, let's get to the latest now. First warned meteorologist Savannah Brito with your certified most accurate forecast. Very active the next couple of days, Savannah.
Yes, Josh, that's exactly the case. Thank you. We already are starting our afternoon with, I almost said ending our morning. I guess we're ending our morning, starting our afternoon off with a busy radar. So pretty much southwest of Madison, that's where all those storms are currently developing. Really have to watch these storms because earlier this morning, these are the storms that didn't really go, or we didn't have any atmospheric conditions where storms touched these areas. So it's a little bit more unstable, if you will, down there. Those are producing some pockets of heavy rain, also some gusty winds, maybe some smaller hail. Not seeing that show up right now, but that very well could quickly become the case. These are going to enter the Madison area, maybe as far north as Dane County within the next, I'd say, 30 minutes. They are going to move out of here pretty quickly. That's why we do have an alert day conditions. We went with that for today, but not only today, tomorrow as well. We do have a slight risk for about half of the area, Madison and southeast, where they actually did about a half an hour ago now expand this a little bit further to the west. So that does now include eastern Dane County, the Watertown area, Janesville, and also as far east or west as Monroe. So just have to watch this, but tomorrow's threat is actually a little bit greater, concerning, as a few tornadoes, some of those could actually be stronger. We're looking at the late afternoon tomorrow, early evening, all of southern Wisconsin again, and the time frame actually could go until about 10 p.m. or even 11, which, Josh, kind of makes it a little bit dangerous just because technically the sun has already set at that point in time, so you can't really see anything.
All right, well, we know you guys will be tracking it, Savannah. Thank you. We'll see you for full weather in just a few minutes. And you can always monitor those storms all day, today and tomorrow. Stay updated with the free First Warned Weather and Traffic app. Just search for WISC Weather wherever you get your apps. Continuing coverage in Rock County this afternoon, where firefighters are on the scene after battling a house fire. Dane County Dispatch says the call came in at 5:32 this morning. Crews were sent to this home on West Holt Road in the town of Union. The families inside were able to escape thanks to working smoke alarms. There are no reports of injuries. According to the fire crews, it appears the fire started when a lightning strike hit a tree nearby. The fire then traveled along a gas line up to the home.
There was a lot of fire damage in there. I mean, the crews, we had 3 or 4 crews working together at once, you know, putting out there was a lot of fire suppression. We call it overhaul, where you're digging in the walls, looking to put out hot spots. It's just a lot of man-intensive work being done.
The Salvation Army and American Red Cross are also at the scene helping those impacted. Staying in Rock County, one man is dead after crashing his car into a tree last night. It happened at the intersection of North Britt and West Fenrick Road in Janesville. The sheriff says the driver was headed north on Britt. The car went off the road at a curve, went through the ditch, and crashed into a tree. The sheriff's office says speed played a role in this crash. We know he was 60 years old and from Milton. The sheriff says the medical examiner will release his name at a later date. Right now, a man is facing charges for 2 attempted murders. Janesville police say they arrested a 27-year-old for randomly stabbing 2 strangers Saturday night. This was at the Walgreens on West Court Street. Police say officers arrived at the store around 9:30 and found 2 injured people. They took them to the hospital. JPD eventually found the suspect walking nearby with blood on him. The 2 victims are recovering. No word on their conditions. To the Middle East now, where Iran is declaring 5 days of mourning after its president and foreign minister died in a helicopter crash. The Iranian president was considered the second most powerful leader in that nation. His helicopter went down in the mountains of northern Iran. President Raisi was returning from a meeting with a neighboring state. The leader there, President Raisi, was elected in 2021, but it was Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah, who controls the government, the military, the courts, and the media. The crash comes with Iran and Israel's engaged in a so-called shadow war. Iran's first vice president will take over as interim president, and the country will hold fresh elections within 50 days. Well, still ahead for us this afternoon. If you have a question or concern about your plants or garden, now's the time to send us your questions via email to tips@channel3000.com. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company will join us later in the broadcast with those answers. Again, that is tips@channel3000.com. Up next for us at noon, how McDonald's plans to honor grandmothers everywhere tomorrow, plus performers at the happiest place on earth vote to unionize.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward.
Attention homeowners, Mad City Bath started with 50. Now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions in real homes for safety and convenience. Mad City is Wisconsin's trusted bathroom remodeler with installations in as little as 1 day. We're also your local provider for replacement windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. And now be one of 30 homeowners who call and receive free installation on a new bath or shower with no interest and no payments till 2026. Senior military discounts. Plus, call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Have your zip code and location ready to qualify. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Are you suffering with neck pain, back pain, or sciatica due to disc-related conditions? You may have tried drugs, spinal injections, or physical therapy just to find out it didn't help. You're not alone. The problem is that some of those treatments focus on symptom relief, but may not address the underlying disc problem. As a result of injury or overuse, the discs may bulge, herniate, or degenerate over time. Our therapies are highly successful and reduce pain associated with those conditions and may help you avoid neck or back surgery. At Midwest Spine and Nerve Center, we'll design a treatment program using the latest in pain-relieving therapies, including non-surgical spine decompression, Pro Adjuster 360 computerized technology, laser therapy, and more. Visit our website or call to schedule a complimentary consultation.
Celebrate Memorial Day at Brothers Maine, where unbeatable appliance deals come with expert advice. Enjoy special prices and free delivery on top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Get an 11% rebate on everything in Menards. Update your home with flooring from Tarkett. From easy-to-install sheet vinyl, waterproof vinyl plank, to durable laminate flooring, Tarkett has the perfect flooring for you. Get Grovewood laminate for only $149 per square foot after rebate. Renovate your kitchen with new cabinets from Cardell. They're ready to install and come in a variety of styles. Right now, get these Rockney Dove kitchen cabinets for $49.99.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Performers at the happiest place on earth voted to unionize over the weekend. Nearly 80% of the workers who portray Disney's iconic characters at the company's California Disneyland theme park voted to join the Actors Equity Association, which also represents character performers at Orlando's Walt Disney World and Disney on Broadway. The vote is expected to be certified within the week, and after that, union and company representatives are set to begin contract negotiations. The family-friendly film If, which is a product of CBS's parent company Paramount, topped the weekend box office, but it brought in a disappointing $35 million domestically in its debut. Last week's top movie, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, swung into the second spot with $26 million. Horror flick The Strangers Part 1 debuted third, raking in $12 million. And whether you call her Grandma, Abuela, Bubby, Nana, or Yaya, starting tomorrow, McDonald's is introducing a new McFlurry to honor grandmothers everywhere. The sweet treat is available for a limited time. The Grandma McFlurry features syrup and crushed, crunchy candy pieces blended with the restaurant's vanilla soft serve ice cream. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
At the noon hour, here's your stock report. The Dow down 32 points, NASDAQ up 135, and the S&P 500 up 17. Pam is watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and Savannah is tracking severe weather in the first warn forecast. Then later today on Live at 4, how you can be a volunteer at the world's biggest and largest Bratfest this weekend.
Dreading a lengthy, expensive bathroom remodel? With Mad City Baths, you can have your dream bathroom in as little as 1 day. American-made baths and showers infused with Microban antimicrobial protection. Plus, with Mad City's Price Lock Guarantee, receive a free design consultation and lock your price in for 1 year. And now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. 30 homeowners will receive special savings with free installation. No interest and no payments till 2026. Senior military discounts. Plus, call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate from Mad City. Be sure to have your zip code and location ready to qualify. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
TDS Fiber Internet makes our home smarter. Working, playing, living, learning. It's all better with TDS Fiber Internet because it's faster, more reliable. It's award-winning internet served up by friendly local folks. It's what keeps us connected. And isn't that what it's all about? Say hello to internet that hits different. Say hello to TDS.
Memories matter.
I think the biggest thing I got out of my service in Vietnam was a real sense of patriotism. I'm very proud of what I did. I fought for you, and I'd fight for you again.
This Memorial Day, we remember, and we never forget those who sacrificed everything for our freedoms. We are Crest Funeral and Cremation Service, and we know that your memories matter.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show.
My favorite singer is you.
A kid so cute, I can't handle it.
I love you, I do.
Oh! Plus, Bachelor Nation fan faves Hyla Cameron.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Tonight at 10, toxic water poisoned families at a military base. Now a local veteran shares his struggles applying for government help for his sick wife. They're fighting it. I'm looking for answers to why these toxic water denials keep happening. Tonight at 10.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Let's check in now with Pam Bianchi from the Midwest Farm Report. Pam, I would imagine farmers are watching that radar very closely the next couple of days.
I have heard nothing but frustration in the folks that have called me on my talk text line or even sent early results on rainfall. More rainfall than we wanted for a lot of folks that are still left to try to finish up. One good thing, though, is it should give us hopefully a chance to rest up a little bit. That's one thing I talked about with Jess Beauchamp. She is one of the counselors with the Wisconsin Farmer Wellness Program. That's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to farmers and their families. She said one thing we forget about: eat, drink, sleep, exercise. Yeah, she said that's right, exercise. Now, while farmers believe they are very much exercising, trying to get spring planting done, Just said this kind of exercise is something that should be a little bit different. Take a walk, ride a bike, do something that you really enjoy. Getting in and out of the tractor, getting in and out of the truck, not really the exercise she's thinking about. And she said, the other thing is people have a tendency to get so busy that they do forget to eat. She said, remember, your brain just does not function well when it's hungry, and that can lead to bad mistakes. And remember, in agriculture, you make a mistake, it not only costs you money, it could cost your life, and it could also cost those around you. So eat, sleep, drink, rest up, and back off on the caffeine. I know some things don't necessarily fit with our time of year activities, but that's the advice of Jess Beauchamp, counselor with Wisconsin Farmer Wellness Program. And like I said, that's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Dairy markets today in Chicago taking a little bit of a step back. Barrel cheese down 1.50 cents at $2.11. 40-pound block cheese on a Monday down 2 1/4 at $1.92. But there it goes again, Josh. Butter up another 2 1/4 cents.
Wow.
$3.09 1/4 per pound Now, remember, that's in Chicago. That doesn't include transportation costs to get it to the grocery store, stocking fees, any of that. So like I've been saying, Farm Babe's telling you first, when the sticker shock hits you at the grocery store, now you know why.
I'm going to be like, yep, Farm Babe told us. She warned us. And, of course, yeah, we're thinking about all of our farmers right now, sending them positive vibes the next couple of days.
Right. Very good. All right, buddy.
Pam.
See you later.
Yes, thank you. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast now. First warning meteorologist Savannah Brito is back with us. And Savannah, you're tracking that severe weather potential.
Yeah, we do have the severe weather potential not only this afternoon, but also tomorrow, really keeping an eye on alert day conditions. Again, not only today, but tomorrow. We have an alert day today and then also Tuesday. For the most part, all the shower activity, some storms are sitting directly south of Madison right now across southern Dane County and also Greene County. For the most part, more shower activity kind of near Lone Rock. These are producing some gusty winds, also some downpours, maybe a few areas with some very, very small hail. That can't be completely ruled out. These are going to continue to track to our northeast. Some of these may potentially get to be the point where the National Weather Service does issue a special weather statement. That would be below severe weather criteria, or maybe even a couple severe thunderstorm warnings. We're watching the areas pretty much east of Madison that does include eastern Dane County. The Storm Prediction Center did upgrade areas pretty much around Madison. They pulled this slight risk a little bit further north and also eastward. That does include Watertown now. And like I mentioned, the eastern portions of Madison do include and are under that slight, which is still lower level, but a 2 out of 5 for severe weather. We're still tracking alert day conditions even tomorrow, but the Storm Prediction Center doesn't have this area under a mesoscale discussion. They did. What that means, they were watching this area could potentially issue a watch. That was no longer the case. Still watching areas along that warm front that's sitting just kind of south of Rockford. Damaging winds, tornadoes, hail, obviously downpours and lightning also both would be the modes of severe weather, that the threats that we could see as we go forward the next couple of hours. After this does move out, though, thinking that would move in, already seeing that initial shower and storm activity pop up and develop south of Madison. That won't be the case all day. I think that's going to move out of here pretty quickly. Some sunshine returning to the skies directly west of Madison as early as about 3:34. All of that moving out of here. We dry up for the time being, but then we'll have to watch an initial round of storms and showers that develop tomorrow morning. That's really going to depend on the atmospheric conditions, on what we see later in the day Tuesday. Later in the day, that would be more so the areas and time frame that we're watching, say as early as 4:35 for areas west of Madison, that continuing to track east. The entire area pretty much under a level 3 out of 5. Not so often or usual that we see this, and that does include Madison, surrounding areas as far north. Gusty winds, hail, maybe even a few tornadoes. Some of those could actually be stronger in what we see tomorrow. So all of southern Wisconsin, and like I said, the early or late afternoon and then into the early evening, that's when that time frame would open up. But it is possible that we do see this line of showers and storms, another round coming behind that after the sun does set, which could quickly become dangerous. So let's track that out for tomorrow. We could see a few showers develop in the morning. Right now, this model is showing nothing. Earlier this morning when we were on, this was showing a lot of shower activity in the morning. So depending on what we see tomorrow morning, that will kind of potentially lay out what we see later in the day. This is about 4:30 p.m. So areas west of Madison like Viroqua, Decorah, Prairie du Chien, that would kind of enter that area at that point in time. But you can see some more storms behind that initial line. This is pushing 7:30 p.m. for Madison and then continuing to track eastward. That second line potentially coming through pretty quickly, though. Straight line wind damage, that would kind of be the main threat. Large hail, also a few stronger tornadoes cannot be completely ruled out, which is why we have alert day conditions out for Tuesday. But again, still could see some stronger storms this afternoon too. 72 your high today. Temperatures right now sitting in the mid 60s for the most part. After we do see those showers clear, that's when temperatures could warm up a little bit more. 83 Tuesday, and then temperatures fall. We quiet down midweek before another chance of showers and storms is going to develop as we're heading into Memorial Day weekend. But Josh, a good Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, it's going to be nice to get that quiet weather after the next couple of days, and we know you'll keep us updated, exactly, Savannah, so yes. Thank you. Howard is in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with some suggestions if you're grilling out this Memorial Day weekend.
For many of us, this weekend will be the first time this season we'll be firing up the grill. And to make sure your cookout doesn't turn into a cook-in, now is the time to make sure your grill is in tip-top shape. If you have a propane grill, make sure your tank is in good shape. That means the on-off valve is working properly and the tank itself is not rusted. And if everything's okay, make sure you have it filled. On the grill itself, double check that the hose connecting the tank to the grill is not cracked. And if you have a self-starter, make sure it hasn't lost its spark. Now, whether you have a charcoal or gas grill, check the grates. That means cleaning them with a good quality grill cleaner. But if you can't save them and your grill is still in good shape, pick up a few replacements. Your grill manufacturer's website is always a good place to get information and parts. So when it's time to grill, it'll be smooth sailing. And to help kick off grill season, why not try these tasty pork chops? What makes them so good is the sweet and tangy glaze that caramelizes as it cooks. To get the recipe for our honey mustard grilled pork chops, all you need to do is go to our website. And while you're there, check out our tips on getting your grill in tip-top shape. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found getting ready for grill season way. For you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Ahead at noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. You can email those questions to tips@channel3000.com. We'll get the answers next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Attention homeowners, time is running out to call Mad City Baths as we look for 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. Choose from premium wall patterns including Canyon, Rock, Othello, and Evo, or a new walk-in tub with hydrotherapy. In addition to baths, Mad City is also your trusted source for Eco Sky windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. Last chance to call during this program to be one of 30 homeowners who receive promotional pricing with free installation on a new bath or shower. No interest and no payments till 2026. Senior and military discounts. And remember, it's your last chance to call during this program for a free $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. Zip code and location are important. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Are you searching for a fresh career? Then join the team at Chalk D Building Systems. We're expanding, now with 2 Sun Prairie locations, and we're looking for individuals to join our team as assemblers, material handlers, order pickers, and machine operators. Chalk D Building Systems competitive pay starts at $22 per hour, plus comprehensive benefits. 3 shifts are available with overtime potential, and you'll become part of our 100% employee-owned team. Make your next career move on the careers page at chalkd.com.
Welcome back at noon. Lisa Briggs with the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. You can email those to tips@channel3000.com. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Coming off another big weekend for you.
I know, and it's nice that it's raining today because it's been a little dry.
It'll be nice, green things up a little bit for those areas. I know the farmers, it's tough for them, right? But
yeah, but lots of them I think have a lot of the seed in already, and now that the weather looks warm, you can put everything outside.
That's good.
So it's good. You water your containers. My clover lawn is coming up.
Yes.
So yeah, it's been the rain is good.
Things are looking good. All right, let's get right to those questions right now. First up, an unnamed question. What to do with cabbage maggots eating roots of broccoli and killing them?
Okay, so I don't know a ton about cabbage maggots, but what you want to do is put an appropriate insecticide sort of around the base of the plant. You're going to have to call the plant desk, though, and get exactly what insecticide to use because they're rated for different things. I did discover, though, that what you can do is when you put your broccoli crops in or your cabbage crops in, if you cover it with a floating row cover, then that sort of prevents the flies from coming in and laying eggs. So that's a good way to sort of bypass the whole thing. But email plantdesk@brucecompany.com, and we can find the proper treatment for you.
All right, question number 2 from Sherry. Sherry wants to know when to cut her mums back so they can blossom in the fall. They are from last fall.
Okay, so good for you that you got your mums to come back. That's a little tricky thing. A lot of the mums that we sell in the fall or that you purchase in the late summer and fall are not necessarily super hardy, and because they've been grown in the greenhouse and fertilized within an inch of their lives, they often don't have enough energy to establish before the winter. So what you want to do is, as they are getting leggy, just kind of do sort of a gentle shaping with them so that they can increase the number of side shoots. That's where you're going to get a ton of flowers. You probably are not going to get that giant pillow of blossoms that you get when they come from the greenhouse, because those guys are really good at all that pinching. But you can get good flowers on them as long as you got them to overwinter.
All right, next up from Kathy. Kathy asks, do you advise cutting back the green from spring bulb plants like tulips and daffodils? If so, when is the best time to do that?
Yeah, what you want to do is let that foliage yellow, and then once it starts to discolor, then you can cut it right back to the ground. You really need the chlorophyll production from those leaves to sort of give energy to the bulb to produce flower buds for next year. So once it starts to yellow, cut it back.
Question number 4 from Marcia. Marcia's in Reedsburg and says she has 2 different hydrangeas within the last couple of years. Both have old branches spreading out the top with green leaves near the bottom. Can she cut these old woods off?
Yes, she probably has either a smooth leaf or a big leaf type hydrangea. And oftentimes the tissue above ground does not winter over. The good news is that the newer varieties will also set flower buds on new growth as well as old growth. So just cut back those stems and let that those new greens come up and form some flower buds.
All right, next question from Kurt in Janesville. Kurt asks, my lilac bushes never bloomed this year. They are upwards in age. Could it be age related or the goofy spring weather this year? Fertilizer, he's asking too.
Okay, so lilacs, to get them to bloom, they require really 3 things. So they require a ton of sun. So you want to make sure that your lilacs, if they're older in the landscape, that they're getting 6 to 8 hours of sun. You want to make sure that you don't fertilize them. Lilacs respond to a lot of nitrogen fertilizer by doing a lot of green growth and no flowers. That includes lawn fertilizer. And the third thing is improper pruning time. So when you want to prune them is right after they're done flowering. So if you prune them like late last summer or in the fall, you cut off all of this year's flowers.
All right. Good stuff today, Lisa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good questions.
Yes, very good questions. Let's get to Savannah now, keeping an eye on those storms. Savannah?
Thank you, Josh. Yeah, we do have some that are developing pretty much south of Madison right now. You can see cloudy skies overlooking one of our SkyTrack cameras. We do have an alert day out for today and tomorrow. Today would be earlier than what we'll see tomorrow. Right now, up until about 4 p.m. Tomorrow, when we track that, that could move in as early as late afternoon into the evening. Some hours could, and some locations could see that after dark, though, so after the sun sets. After that, we're finally quieting back down, at least briefly, midweek. 70 Wednesday, 74 Thursday. So, Josh, if people are looking for the days to get out, Wednesday and Thursday.
Savannah, thank you. Keep it here on News 3 Now. We'll break in with any severe weather coverage both today and tomorrow. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.